What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Vinland Saga. Tonight we're on episode 23 of Season 2. So, what happened on last episode, episode 22? Last episode, let me just, boom, get it on the screen. The most, I don't even know how to describe it. I almost just, like, low-key, I almost just want to play it and say nothing because, like, what could I even say? You know what I'm saying? We have had the long-awaited, I guess, confrontation, meeting, whatever you want to call it, between Thorfinn and Canute. And it's a really, like, man, Wolf says it almost best right over here, where Thorfinn has just finished taking the 100 blows from Homeboy, right? And, you know, he's saying this all in the name of, like, not war, like, against war, right? There was a really good line about that, like, I think Einar thought of, that's something Thorfinn said before, of, like, the other methods to find peace or whatever, or the other method, I think is just kind of how it was said. And so this is Thorfinn, like, trying to find an alternative for fighting, basically, right? And so he's just, and it's crazy, an alternative for fighting, Thorfinn does what, the only thing he can think of, and just gets beaten, you know, for it, which is just, that's a pretty ironic way to solve some sort of, like, violence issue, is to become the recipient of violence to prove a point. I mean, it's bars. But this line here, I mean, he really, Wolf says it best. He doesn't go to war because he wants to, and that's in reference to Canute, right? Where Thorfinn is coming forward with this agenda, or what, you know, or whatnot, and Canute hears what he has to say, and, like, doesn't budge, because Canute's not a bloodthirsty warmonger. He's just extremely ambitious, right, for creating that paradise that he set out to create. And so that culminates in Einar and Thorfinn getting surrounded by the Vikings under his control, right? Under his command, rather. And, like, is that literally where the episode left? Because I just couldn't. Like, yeah, Thorfinn doesn't even look at the people surrounding him either. He's got that dog in him. Ooh, and the sun, and I said it last time, but it's like a high noon, bro. It's like the two cowboys, you know, one of those, man. That's like, oh, that's what it feels like so much, and I love that so much. Man, in the OP where it's the two, like, great elks clashing horns, I mean, couldn't say it better, right? Like, that visual metaphor really works, where it's two people with such strong ideals forged out of, like, not even forged out of, but forged in, like, extreme situations of violence and just intensity, right? Where Canute, you know, a lot of his revelations came when surrounded by the Askeladd group, and then obviously Thorfinn's been through the ringer like 70 times over, and has been suffering with the repercussions of that. Like, there are, like, his own moral consequences for that, which has caused him to kind of get his point. So it's not like they came to their points on, like, unsteady paper ground, you know? Like, these are rock solid. So, yeah. I think the best part, the hardest part, right here at, like, 19 minutes in, where Canute's, like, right here, where he just says it how it is, right? I am the sovereign king, the most powerful Viking. And the shading on him, like, dude, what? And the music, it's literally, like, this is, like, peak. I don't know how this, like, slipped in like this, but it's just insane. I mean, no, they built up to it, like, you know, it's been fire, but, like, come on. The commander who leads 1,000 ships and 10,000 men. But, because, like, normally this kind of, like, monologue, Giga Chad, Ultra, like, whatever, like, I feel like normally you would see that as, like a villain before they do their grand, like, you heroes have nothing you can do to stop me, I am the best, you know, whatever, right? But for it to be in this context of ideals, like, hits, like, 10 times harder for me, you know? Because it's not just, like, and he immediately contradicts himself to make a point, too, with the, like, my power exceeds human understanding, makes the impossible possible, and then he does the sea thing. Just let it run. Damn! Ooh, and then the piano track comes in, because now we're getting crazy with it. Like, they got these crazy, like, discordant, like thrums and, like, clanking sounds going this entire time, right? And that's just terrifying, right? Like, that like strikes a chord within me that's like, oh, like, there's not some nice background piano track, because guess what? We're not in nice piano track. We're not in like, ooh, let's introspect and think about what's happened phase. No, we're in, we don't know what's going to happen. We are, it's like, yeah, you know what this sounds like? Like this stuff earlier? Where it's like this, like clanking and like this like very slight high-pitched whine. And it's like chunk, chunk, right? What it sounds like is, it's, to me, it sounds like a cart or like a rope that is about to break. Like it's a cart that the wheel is like a little loose, right? So it's clunking, and it's all about to fall apart. It's like right, and that high pitched whine is like the you know what I mean? And it's like about to snap. Like it brings in like this very strong like pressure almost, and that's just what gets me. It's just the clunk. It's the like slightly rhythmic but irrhythmic clunking in the back that like just throws me off so much. I'm so used to like rhythm, you know. And then they hit you with the craziest piano track you ever heard in your entire life, right as he makes his grand statement. And it's like the way they do that, where it goes from like things are discordant, things are like unsure, things are clunking, and then it becomes this piano track, and it becomes a lot more refined, and then it's this crazy animated shot of Canute. We even like go into his pupil. It's like, dude, I was half convinced that the waves were gonna stop. Like talk about the show. Like letting the audience be part of the experience. Like we are hit with the same energy that Canute is commanding in-world. That same energy that he is pushing out onto all the Jomsvikings, onto Thorfinn, onto Einar, onto whoever. That same, like, force of personality is conveyed to us through the music. It's conveyed to us through this crazy camera stuff, right? Through the fire voice acting. Like they all come together. And so it's like, are the waves about to stop? But I know deep down they won't, but it's like, dang, bro. If charisma could stop waves, like, the entire ocean is silent, right? It's just so good. And to cut up to the sun. Woo! Okay. Oh, and then the soft wave coming in, like, excuse me? Excuse me? It's beautiful. And it's natural. Right? And we're left thinking, why did we just believe this guy? Because I totally was falling for it, right? Like that. And it becomes soft. The piano becomes soft and somber because he's still powerless to stop, like, God's power, right? Like, damn! Dude, look at Einar is literally... I love Einar. Einar is really just, like, a normal guy in so many ways. That, like, is... Like, there's these... Man, it's like... And there's this crazy... Let me pull it up. So this was from... It's from the Discord. Shout out Anime Girls for sharing this. Let me just put it on the screen. They cut this line from A&R, and this line, I think, is such a perfect, like, encapsulation. Let me, like, hold it down. Like, do you see it? Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But I think it's such a perfect line for, like, why A&R being here hits so hard. Where what A&R says is, I bet you've never held a hoe in your life. He says that to Canute, I'm assuming, right? That, because, like, Canute, I keep saying ideals, right? Like, he's talking about God, right? And he's commanding all these people beneath him. And then we have Einar who comes in, and it kind of reminds me of, like, the whole Thorfinn thing, but like it kind of parallels to Thorfinn fun too. But, like, Einar as just, I'm a farmer. I actually tilled the earth. I actually have an intimate, experiential relationship, experiential knowledge with dealing with farm, with dealing with creation, with, like, home and hearth and all these elements. Whereas you, like it's almost like saying, like, dude, your head is in the clouds right now. Like, you're not with us on this planet. You don't even know who you're talking to. Like, how can you command legions, or not even legions, how can you command, like, the grand population of farmers and, like, people that create if you've never done it yourself, right? And almost like, man, because remember, Canute even went out of his way to learn sword fighting and become, like, proficient in that, which saved his life, right? Because he protected himself against homeboy, Thorgil, right? Yeah. But, like, what was my point? Yeah, my point being, he goes out of his way to, like, learn the sword fighting, and I think that's something that gives him all the, like, additional respect with the Jomsvikings, right? or like at least the people that like watch him, they're like, oh dang, our king knows how to fight. Like he's not an armchair general. He knows what he's doing somewhat, right? But you haven't done that with farming, right? Like you're coming to requisition this farm, bro. Make an olive, okay? Make a grain, okay? Plant some wheat for me real quick. So like that to me is like that's why Einar feels so perfect. I mean he's somebody that's been like very personally wronged by what's going on, and then also has a very like intimate like tie and understanding to like the bottom level of society in just the farmers, and like, you know, as opposed to like farmers, freaking knights, soldiers, or like Vikings, freaking sovereign king, right? Or sovereign Viking chief, as a Canute put it. So basically, that's just nuts to me. And that like it's such a strong point from Einar, especially because it's Einar out of all people, right? Let me just pull up my notes. I got completely distracted. Yeah, it's coming from. I mean, and that's the thing, bro. It's a combo. It's a two-piece. Okay, you got Thorfinn coming in. He's been there, done that. Canute and his history is there, right? Like, so anything he says immediately hits like 10 times harder than it normally would. But then Einar also has that intimate connection, but not to Canute, but to farming, which is what Canute's here to take over, right? So they got him on both fronts. They got somebody that like has been there, done that on both fronts. But Canute's all above that. He's the sovereign Viking chief. He's above. How is this going to resolve? I have no freaking clue. Are we just going to have to give up and walk away because we tried to stop it without Pete? Or is it like it's 2 more episodes, so conversation keeps going? We can keep it going, but like what else is there to say? I haven't felt the guy budge much. It's just so good. Where's my Vinland notes? There it is. Yeah, it's just crazy. So honestly, I kind of want to just jump into it. Yeah, let's just jump into it. Let's just jump into the next one. So this is episode 23. Well, let me scroll through a little bit more. Is there anything else I wanted to yap about? I kind of want to just jump into it. I'm so ready. This part right here, that first method, that's what he called it, not other method. I want to learn that first method is what Thorfinn said. Just bars, right? Before violence, right? Let's get the full context of that. Violence should be a last resort. I want to know the first method. Dang. Because it's about applicability, bro. Like if it's just theorizing, then who cares? But he's out here living his like internal philosophy, and that is so fire to see. Okay, episode 23. Map of mobiles. Hey, bring them in. Let's get this going in a 3, a 2, a 1. Bang. You know we're foreheading for this one. I got myself just water in the water bottle. Gotta get ready. It's a sip for you. Okay. Oh, they're starting with the OP. It's just stressful when they start with the OP because you know that means you don't get a break. Wow, you know what? Another thing about that shot with him as the as like the effigy, you know, the like wooden effigy. The woman in the back is carrying like the shield and the sword and the helmet, right? So it's like a warrior's burial, right? Which kind of works because he's, as much as Thorfinn can, is abandoning the life of like a warrior, right? So it's like that part of him is being buried. Dang. But not even buried, but like burnt, right? Which feels a lot more transformative than burying. Like burying is like we put it in the ground, it's done. But to burn it, I mean, that's like a chemical reaction, okay? What kind of charcoal we getting out of this? New Thorfinn. That's the charcoal, bro. Man, I love this shot. I'm actually surprised that wasn't in the anime right here with Snake going nuts there. That looks so good. That's just like squad, right? Thorfinn looking over like the rampage. Then the effigy falls apart and he sees Thor's, and that's when it all starts clicking into place, bro. Okay. What you got? 2 paths. It's a crazy title. Dang. I like how the random Yoms Vikings respect him like that. That's pretty fire. Throws out might makes right. Wow, you're really tagging lowly men onto Thorfinn like that? Look at that. Thorfinn's the light. And because this is like Canute's perspective, because we're getting the king's head. Or that's the sun. That's the sun. It's just... Okay. It's so framed like he's on the side of the light, though. The shepherd analogy, bro? What? I love it. Bro. He's dangerous, and he's not even wielding a weapon, bro. That's... Wow, but the king even recognizes that. It's not about him being able to kill you. It's about him leading everybody astray with what he's saying. That's nuts. A dissident, bro. A dissenter. Bro. The face-to-face transition. Even Einar shocked on that one. Yeah, it's like, what else do we even have to do? What other plays can be made? Yeah, literally. Literally, bro. Ooh. Don't have the right. Dang, he sort of admits he doesn't know. No, he was really trying to talk to you, bro. You see how Canute's like, he's like reaching for it, bro. He wants Thorfinn to like, he can't just accept that he's walking away like that. That's crazy. But he about to laugh? Yeah? Yeah, Canute. You're like, yeah, okay. Okay, bro. What's so funny? What's so funny about that? Yeah. I mean, it is kind of funny that he gets beaten that much and then he just leaves. He's like, I tried. Yeah? That's how you know it's so honest, though. Like, he came here to fight you completely on ideals. There was no other move to be had. Which I feel like makes the ideal hit so much harder. But could you find it funny? Hey, I get it. No, I get it. I get it, bro. I get it, bro. I'll be quiet. Damn. What a good line. The pure respect. That gave him new hope for the Vikings, I think. Are they really gonna just be like, nah, like agree to disagree? Wow. Wow. Perfect pair. They complement. Yeah, it's a compliment. Not like he's complimenting him, but like he compliments it. The plan. Yeah, like he'll do what he can, but it's only so much. Save you, bro. Damn! You said try harder. Okay, Thorfinn. Not real. Remember when he called himself stupid a couple episodes ago? Come on, Thorfinn. In such challenging... Bro, real recognize real. I love that shot of Canute. That shot of Canute looks so good. Yeah, you're so ready for fighting. No, we're just chatting. We're just talking it out, bro. They left? Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Bro came with two swords on his back. Wait, talk me through it, Canute. Bro, it worked. Let's go, Thorfinn. No, Wolf knows. Wow, bro, let's go, Canute. He respects what Thorfinn's trying to do, so he's like, fine, nah, I'll do my best too, brother. That's a crazy thing, like Canute ain't even wrong, really. Like I can respect what Canute's trying to do. It's just the ambition was taking him so far that's like, is this really the best way? Nah, Thorfinn's fighting with you too. For the real fight, right? Which is for Paradise. Yeah, he's saying, we getting out of here. Wow. Yeah, good call. Yeah, because that was the reason we had to do this in the first place. Dang it. Canute wanted to be convinced, low key. Like real trust. Dang, Canute, you got beautiful eyes. Gotta pressure off your shoulders. That's just the halfway point. That's insane, bro. Thorfinn, hey, I should not have doubted. Thorfinn just it's exactly that he had no other plan that like makes that hit so hard. Cause it's like, bro, I can't even believe this guy. He's just too good. And then he goes to sleep in his hay bale. What a guy. Einar, where's Einar? Oh, Thorfinn's still pretty beaten up. You gotta use a stick to help walk. That makes sense. That makes sense. What a fired 2 episodes. What's the significance of the place we're going? Wow. Okay. Inar's visiting her grave. And we didn't have to run and leave, right? Because Canute left. Wow. Hmm. It's a great question. I mean, we definitely could. Yeah, I mean, why not? Wow. I mean, he's kind of been there to himself a bit, you know? Wow. Holy shit. I love that power duo so much. It's all we ever wanted. See that determination for on Anar's face? Holy. brother! Yeah, gotta build that place to fill that hole. Damn! Both ways! Beyond the sea. For Ironhide. The birds migrating, bro. The birds migrating imagery goes insane. They're moving to a new place, and so are we. Beyond the sea. Let's go. Yeah, let's roll out. Hey, Svirkel's still standing. Well, he was sitting, but okay, dude. It's probably the last they'll see of each other. Real. Now, yeah, a real man. Yeah, I mean, you made that step. You're already partway there, brother. Ooh, ooh, acquire. Oh, it's just a deal. Oh, it's just transactional. Oh, I mean, I'm still gonna thank you, bro. He made deals with the slaves of the, well, not even air quotes. He made without any of the silver. Wow, because they're off to build it themselves. Whoa, Roald. Dude, let's go. Wow, he opened up a little bit. He showed some of his true self in return, in thanks. Rest in peace, Ironhide. Rest in peace, Ironhide. Bro, the music is just killing me every time they play anything. Whoa! Oh, this is, gotcha. Keto. Keto, you got some soul searching to do, man. Looks like he's on it. He's probably, dang, Omar! I think he's with the girl. Yeah. Carve it. Squad. What are you putting rocks in your backpack? What is going on over there? Blisters from working the ground. Carve it into your flesh. Carve it into the land. Dude, the blisters in the flesh and the tilling in the earth. That's a good parallel. Carve it into the sea. Dang! Dorga, what are you... What is this, like, lone warrior type? Carve it into your spoils. Carve it into your enemies. Carve it. Carve it. Yeah, Snake. Get over here. Roald. Get over here. I'm glad Old Master feeling better. That he's able to see this get done. See this work get done. Carve what you feel into me. Potter. Wow, it was so hopeless back a couple episodes ago. It was so hopeless. It was bad. It's so nice to see all, like, the gratitude now. Because, it just contrasts. The black and the white contrasts so hard. The birds again. We're gonna get an epilogue episode that's just us in the Vinland? Is that what we're gonna get? Dude, that would be such a full circle. Carve that encounter into me. That's crazy, man. It just comes down to real recognize real, bro. And man, for Thorfinn to just, like, be like, yeah, I'll leave then, you know? And for, like, Canute, like, how could you not respect that? And Canute laughs because it's so absurd that there wasn't any two-facedness, there wasn't any plots, no deviousness, right? Which is what he's so used to with dealing with political people. We saw that back in, like, episode, like, 8, right? So just, like, the pure battle of ideals, you gotta respect it, right? Man, and it's crazy. It's like, Canute was the antagonist, too. So to see him and Thorfinn, like, reach this, like, common ground of sorts, and then they just go on their separate paths. 2 paths, bro. That's the name of the episode. Like, what? That's so good. Man. And the motivation to be able to, like, tell Arnheid about a reason to live. That's a really... Because it's like, it's not even about Arnheid dying, it's about us not being able to give her a reason to stay. Dang! Wait, why are people looking afraid? What's this in this little... Should I just watch it? I'm gonna watch it. Let me talk about this one a little bit, then we're gonna watch it. We're just gonna double feature it. We did it a few episodes ago. Hopefully nothing horrible happens. Excuse me, what? Dude, remember way back then, in, like, episode 2, where the guy with the chains showed up, and, like, chained the guy and, like, ripped all his skin off? Or that was episode 1, wasn't it? Is that guy back? Like, 20 years later? 25 years later? How old is Thorfinn exactly? I don't actually know how old my boy Thorfinn is. I assume, like, young 20s, right? That's what I would assume. But yeah. Those carved lines went hard. Dang, look how happy Einar looks. Roald, I'm writing that down next to Snake. I don't even care if we're not even going to see him again. You deserve it. Hey, Snake, you deserve it. Snake was such a real one the entire time. There was so much respect. That's what I think my favorite part about this. Like, that one shot of Thorfinn, like, right here, right? And we've seen this, like, color palette before, like this framing before a few times. Like, they use it sparingly, so they've used it really well. The Vikings are capable of producing someone like you. I literally, dude, I think that's kind of what it is. Like, Canute was so resolved on his path I think largely because he didn't have hope for, like, he felt that that's what he needed to do to keep a grip on the Vikings, right? So to see Thorfinn as like an example of, you know, what he says here, Vikings are capable of producing someone like you. I mean, I wonder if that turned around and gave him more hope in the Vikings, which then gave him the confidence to rescind, let go of his military might somewhat, and put out that like that trust, right? That trust that then was reciprocated by the other nobles. Like I do wonder if Thorfinn was a living example of like, yeah, I can place my trust in Thorfinn. Like I can respect this guy. So let me try to put a little bit of that faith I have for Thorfinn into this country, right? Or not even like into this realm, into the Vikings, right? Dang, bro. Because that just hits so hard. There's something about like, it's not like, because he even says like, what, like, Thorfinn, you're a beautiful man, right? Which I also just love how they're so willing to like throw out that like that positive, I don't know, like there's a very like positive masculinity to it, which I'm kind of a hoe for. I'm kind of super into that, where, I mean, Olmar's like, I want to be a strong and kind man like you. And then there's that shot at the end of Thorfinn and Einar, like, grabbing hands and saying brother, you know? Like, that very positive, like, two men, right? Showing affection for each other. Because they're brothers, right? Because of all they've been through. And all that they're resolved to do. Like, this, right? Right there. That, I think is... I find to be very, because it's like, there is a level of like affection and like, you're my boy, you know? And so to have that in such a positive light, I really appreciate. Same with the Olmar scene, where, you know, they shake the hands the same way. And like Canute calling him beautiful. I mean, I completely agree. I don't remember exactly where that line was. There's just something about Thorfinn going like, yeah, we'll leave them. Because that's what I'm thinking. At the beginning of the episode, I'm like, dude, I have no idea how you're going to solve this, right? But his willingness, or his lack of like other plans, is like what made Canute, like, dude, you can literally see Canute begging for him to turn around again, like because he has his freaking dark devil whispering in his ear, you know, of you're above them, you're the shepherd, you're the sovereign, they are just the people, right? You are the one that makes the commands, they are those that listen, like, etc. This man is dangerous because he can lead them away. Yeah, off astray and towards a cliff. Which a part of me is like, I mean, so true. Like, Thorfinn is dangerous if you're resolved on this path 100%. But to have Thorfinn walk away, it's like, well, I'm not going to chase him down and kill him, right? Like, no one's following him that direction. He's just ready to go. You can see, like, Canute wanting him to turn around and be like, wait, no. Like, we were still going. We're still talking. Like, you can't just leave because then you've won, you know, in a sense. It's not even about winning, but like, look, he calls him, did you? What, you're just admonishing me? Like, he's confused. And then when he walks away more right here, where it's like, he starts to laugh, right? But he's leaned forward, right? He's still invested in the conversation. Because I think some part of him wanted to be convinced. He wanted to have that faith, right? Oh! And the laugh, dude, that laugh hits so hard. It's like, bro, what's so funny? It is pretty humorous. Imagine, Thorfinn gets punched 100 times just to get a meeting with the ruler. They talk a little bit, the ruler says, yeah, I don't really care. And Thorfinn's like, I'll leave. I mean, that's pretty funny, right? Like, to boil it down and be as reductive as possible. Like, yeah, you're gonna laugh. That was pretty great. Dude, I love Canute. Look how he looks in this shot. He handsome. He a handsome man. Yeah, but like back to here, Vikings are capable of producing someone like you, because he says like Thorfinn, like I think he calls Thorfinn a beautiful man at some point right here. But it's not it's like this line is that it's in the Vikings' power for this, right? It's a statement of the Vikings, which I think is like ties back into him thinking higher of the Vikings, of which previously he was like, I'm the top Viking chief, because that's what they respect. Might makes right type man. Here it is. You're a beautiful man. So good. So good. And the, like, filling holes thing I really liked. Yeah, I'll just keep running. I'll make a place for the people that aren't happy with your rule. Which then, he respects Thorfinn and his mission. So Canute's like, well, I better make as few people displeased with my rule as possible, so that Thorfinn don't have as much work to do. Like, let me actually take this seriously, you know, in a different way. Who did you take after? He's looking for, like, a... Man, I think... Because that question is, too, like, how did you get produced? How did Thorfinn, the person, and these ideals, where did this stem from? Right? It's still, like a little bit of, like, a bewilderment or something. Who did you take after? Where did this even come from, man? Especially knowing the Thorfinn previously. So, to see it as, like... If it was possible for Thorfinn, like, who's to say it's not possible for everyone? You know? Dang. And then we just roll out. I thought you were the only one fighting with me. He didn't even consider anyone else his allies, not the Jomsvikings, Vikings, right? The family, we even saw him, like, poison. Straight up. But now he's fighting with Thorfinn. And with the people, right? I think we're at large, because he says allies, plural, you know? What a good ending. Like, this was a good ending. Not like it's both, like, well written, but also, like good, you know, like, positive. Like, we really got somewhere really beautiful at the end of this, after all this pain. And we even pay homage to the pain, right? We pay homage to the suffering that kind of led us here with meeting at Arnheid's grave right here. With Einar. A place more appealing than death is the idea. Dang. All right. I say we jump into the last one. Just to see. I mean, this felt like this could have been the climax too, right? Carve that encounter into me. You know, I gotta love a show. I gotta respect a show that'll throw in stuff like this. That's just a respect move, okay? Because that, like, all you're doing is putting text on the screen, but that means you're confident enough to only put text on the screen, right? You don't have to throw animation at me. You don't have to even play, like, some crazy, you know, there's no action scene here. It's just, this is it. Boom. And they just trust that it'll take you the rest of the way. I respect that so much. Thanks, Patter. All right, 24. I say we do it. Let's just jump into it. Let's finish this out with a double feature. Whew. Vinland freaking Saga. Who would have thought? Man, I'll finally get to be able to look at some of the manga pages. I want to look at some of the manga pages because the manga is... I've seen a few of them and they're very pretty, but, like, after seeing these last few episodes, I gotta read this conclusion, like, back in the manga, just so I can, you know, get it in both mediums. Okay. Episode 24. Let's get this going in a 3, a 2, a 1. Bang! And for the last time, bring them in, Mappamobiles, bring them in. Unless they do, like, a season 3 or something. I got no idea, by the way, if Vinland Saga keeps going or not. Does it have more? I don't know. Actually, I'm unaware. He doesn't know. The Mappamobiles. A warrior's burial. That can also be used for freaking beauty, bro. Or for the beauty of farming for creation, bro. Love it. Man. And just Canute in that last episode, like, at the end there on the ship where he says, like, like, I feel so much better. You know, I feel so much happier or whatever he says exactly. But, like, I mean, I think it kind of cured the king, the infection of ambition, you know? Like, that weight on his shoulders, that whispering in his ear has kind of been solved. So good. Rest in peace, Gardar, too, man. So many people have died. I say as Snake runs someone down with his super sick, you know, sword. It's like scimitar or whatever. I still know you as Snake. I know you gave us your real name, but I still know you as Snake, my boy. Alright. We're gonna get to finally see the Vinland, bro. If they end with the rolling gold... Oh, my favorite track is playing. Okay, shut up. My favorite track is playing. Iceland. Okay, Leif Erikson. Finishing Leif Erikson's promise. Damn! What a journey! Oh my god, I can't do it. Ah, it's been so long. It's been so long. That's actually unbelievable. That's actually unbelievable. Man, I started watching this show like 2 years ago, was it? Like a year and a half or something. We were back watching Iceland, watching baby little Thorfinn run around in Iceland. Inar's smart, bro. A hardy crop. Look at all those sheep. It's been so long, bro. I love this track so much. 6 years old. I was asking that earlier, bro. I was asking that like 20 minutes ago. I don't know. I don't know how old you are either, bro. That's crazy. Holy shit, we're actually back. I know, me too. Look at Leif Erikson, he's so excited. Okay, are they alive and well? Prodigal son. Home. Wow. Leif Erikson is so excited to be here. Ugh. Remember when he ran around on these docks as a little kid, all happy and young? Young-spirited, free-spirited? Okay. Now is not the time for fun recollection. Oh, wow. That kid tumbled. Oh my goodness, wait. Is that same... What if these people are the same kids? I remember the other kids, bro. The other kids were so... Remember them, like, pretending to fight or whatever? This might be those same kids. He, like, broke one of their arms with a wooden sword. Do you remember that? Yeah, yeah. Ferguson trolling. Okay, it means Ilva's good. Where is she? 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 Oh my goodness, I'm scared. Yeah, that's about right for her. I remember her having a pretty passionate personality. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, don't gotta bully the guy. I finally brought him back. Wow, what a line. Holy crap, it is insane to see her again. Oh no. Yeah, I was about to say you are not getting that hug. You're not getting that hug. Yeah, what does that mean? Don't give him a face full of boot that quick. Okay, Ova, bro. Because he was a little maniac. Yeah, it was a long story. Yeah, you're talking to the wrong Thorfinn. The other Thorfinn is the off-brand. No, we're the real deal. And I was like, dang, that's your sister, bro. Yeah. Okay. They really went full Looney Tunes at the end there. I respect it. Nah, yeah, come on, Thorfinn. We're not giving up that easy. Helga will know. Oh, brutal. Dang, it's crazy. Like, she looks just the same. Hey, Thorfinn coming in to give Thorfinn a pep talk. Aw. Yeah, I'm the real Thorfinn. No, I'm the real Thorfinn. Okay. Bug eyes? Brutal, 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 brutal. Okay. Holy shit. I just can't believe it's actually happening. Wow, you got an entire squad of little new Thorfinns. You can tell. A mother can tell. Yeah. What a dick. Okay. Okay, dude. That was uncalled for. No, she knew. She was not getting tricked, bro. uh, Thor's. I bet she can see Thor's. Yeah, dude, in his eyes. That's what I was about to say. His spitting image. You really are just like him. And I bet it's in his, like, how he is, you know? Not just what he looks like. Damn. Hey, good job, Leif Erikson. Hey, yeah, you get to meet your, I assume, like, half brothers and such, yeah. Stepdad, what's good? Ari, wait, I kind of remember you. I think. You lost a tooth. Oh, did you blame yourself? Dang. Childhood friends coming back like this. Yeah, what's the plan? This is for family. But, Anar, bro, you're a brother. You're a part of the family. That's what I am saying, man. Thank you. Oh, man, that her son looks just like Thorfinn. Like baby Thorfinn. Oh, spitting image. Hello? Hello? Yeah. She's like, what? He tricked all of y'all? No, no, no. Come on. Yeah. Elva, stop choking him and give him a hug. Come on. Come on now. He's literally unconscious, bro. Ooh, this crazy music. What? Yeah, you were. Yeah, she's not gonna be happy, bro. You were not tricking me with that one. Iron Hammer, Iron Fisted, Ultra Detail, bro. She got that Thor's strength, bro. Oh, he tanks it. He tanks it. Big. Huge durability feat. Put that down in the power scaling. Real, yeah. She was stronger than the 100, and she has 100 times the power of that other guy. 100 hits couldn't take him down. She's nuts. They're also calling her Ma, right? So I assume maybe it's her kids. Oh, yeah, grandma, right? They said grandma earlier. So, yeah, no, yeah. That's great. The kids playing war. Playing fighting. Skirmishing a bit. Throwback. What a throwback. Do they have a grave for Thor's? I love that sound. I love the sound of blacksmithing so much. Aw, she has little dolls. Dang. Dang. Hard arm. Holy crap. And then rebirth. Yes, dude, rebirth. That's what I'm saying. resolved. This island's not safe either, though. It's also cold. You can't. It's not exactly a great climate here. Could get into that. Yeah. Thorfinn, son of Thors. Ooh! Who's gonna join him? Who's gonna join him? You're gonna need help, bro. Yeah. How are we gonna do that, man? Gotta work hard. Ah, but I'm pretty good at that. Yeah, okay. That's my boy right there. Hey, that's my boy Leif Erikson, man. Big. Nah, we got money to make, bro. Aww. Man, I just... Whoa. The chest. Where he got that dagger from all that time ago. The broken sword. Wow, that's Thor's actual broken sword when Osgiliath broke it. Leif Erikson must have gotten it back. What a shot. Aurora Borealis, man. Is that the grave? Is that Thor's grave? The slave? The slave from episode 1? Wow, it was. It's crazy Arnheid parallel. In a couple ways, right? Yeah. Yeah, and that was such a nice thing to say. Ooh, the paths lead us, bro. They call us. Yeah, bro. I love Anar. Mars. They're standing there together. They can both see it. I will never get over, like, seeing the younger self imagery. That always hits. The broken sword. Wow, all the way back when they fled. Whoa, dang! I forgot Leif Erikson used to look fire, bro. He had swag back then. Young Ocelot, bro. Dang! Cleaned up. I thought you were Canute for like half a second, not gonna lie. That was so good. Bro, there ain't nothing like a younger seeing your younger self. That's never gonna get old to me. I love that type so much. And he like relived that conversation, but this time he actually understood, you know. Man, bro, literally my cheeks hurt from me grinning the entire time. That's ridiculous. Like I shouldn't be feeling physical pain, you know, doing this. That's ridiculous. It's just so cathartic after all this time, you know. It was so goofy, bro. When other Thorfinn stepped forward, being like, "Hey, Ma," that's that was criminal. That was criminal. They should not have done that. No, I'm glad they did. That was great, but it was criminal. That was criminal. Okay, they should not have gotten away with that. That was ridiculous. The ideals, yeah. Frick. Man. That's the end of... Yeah, that's the end. We did it. We did it. We made it to the end of Vinland Saga Season 2. I gotta look... I'm not gonna look it up now, but I'm gonna look up after I finish this what the deal is with the future of the series, you know? Because what a beautiful... Like, this feels like the like a finale. This feels like there's something so crazy about the Vinland where it's something we never have reached, right? It's always been something to long for. So it almost feels right to have the end of the story be us going there but not actually seeing it for the audience, right? So we know that it's been obtained, but it's not for us to actually like apprehend and like see, because it's always meant to be like something to be like striven towards, you know? Dang! Thorfinn looks good there. Yeah, I mean that was great. That was such a phenomenal conclusion. The like all the callbacks to like episode 1, you know, the slave, like the other friends, like Ari, you know, you know, them playing like play skirmishing with the sword, like the wooden buckets and, you know, wooden swords and such. Like yeah, because that's back. You know, Thorfinn did that. This shot of Thorfinn here, his younger self. Dang. That caught me. That like made my heart pause. I heard the little hey and I was like, what is going on? And just seeing his little face looking back up at me. Oh my goodness. Where do the people who want to run away from here go? And now we know. To the place we're gonna go make, to the Vinland. We're gonna make it the Vinland that we dreamed it to be, you know? Yeah. I mean, just what a beautiful finale. What a beautiful finale. The music they were throwing in was crazy. Even last episode, like that choir at the end of episode 23 was nuts. I'll play that again for just a hair. Where was that choir? I don't even remember where the choir was. Just the music, this entire finale was nuts. Like, I was just thinking, like, bro, the adaptation value, because, like, you can judge something based on, like, the manga or, like, the light novel or whatever. But in terms of, like, how it was adapted to anime, it's always, like, another fun question of, like, was this improved? Was this, like, perhaps, like, a letdown, whatnot? The animation quality plus the music feels like it elevated this so much, right? Like, the shot of, like, Canute with the sea. I mean, that scene hit so hard because like the animation really carried me there. And I mean, I'm gonna read a little bit of the manga just over what I've already seen in some of those big scenes to see kind of how they compare. But man, just the swells of the music, right? The quiet howling wind here, because this is just two bros looking at the edge of the world together. And everyone's just, like, they're so at peace and like, content, right? Like, this is what we were, like, looking for the entire time. Dang! And, dude, the shot of Leif Erikson goes so hard. Why does that go so hard? Young Oscalot is crazy. That's such a cool visual, too. I love it. Man, Oscalot kind of got his dream, too, somewhat, right? With how Canute's developed. The bird again. The migration begins again. To the Vinland we go. Man, the bird imagery. Yeah. Let me get that shot of him, the other Thorfinn pretending to be freaking the Thorfinn again. That was unhinged. That was so unhinged, bro. They cut to normal Thorfinn. She walks up. I think what did it the most to me is that he's so confident. Like, he really it's really like he's like acting, you know? It's just Ma, right? Like, okay, dude. It's so like theatrical. It's so goofy, bro. That was the goofiest thing I've ever seen in this show. Yeah, and they really took this episode a lot more lighthearted, which I think that worked. I think that worked, right? Like him getting strangled and kind of like, you know, just to kind of undercut that tension a bit. But then they intermix it, right? Like throwing in some humor to cut the tension down so that you can really just enjoy the family reunion and really feel that. I think, you know, really does work wonders. Yeah. Frick. And there's just this crazy, like, they really, I mean, I loved at the start, too, how it really, like, full circle, right? The journey coming to its end. And they really gave it the space to breathe, you know? It's not like, oh, we're there, like, let's walk in. You know, oh, we docked ships. No, we start before we even see it, you know? The scene starts before we even see it. We're just looking at Iceland itself. We're talking about it. Right, we're even getting some logistical information about, like, it's a farming village, you know? Like, we're getting pieces of what the village is, you know? And so we're slowly building up to seeing it, and then going into it, and meeting a couple people, and then meeting somebody that we knew from our past life. It's very, like, it builds up. It builds and it builds and it builds, instead of just jumping there. And for Thorfinn to even be like, dang, now I'm getting scared. It's like, bro, I'm getting scared, too. Like, because it really is something that's been, I mean, so long. I mean, 2 full seasons, right? We've been away from this place and now we're back. So the like it has that weight there, and it actually like cares about its weight, right? It doesn't just throw it in. It actually gives it the weight and the space it deserves, which I think fits, like, it works really well. You know? And the whole, like, I don't know if we should trust this guy. That's a little troll. Okay, that's a little troll. But, hey, Leif Erikson clutch. Elva immediately, like, undercutting the tension with a boot to the face. I saw that one coming, bro. You are not getting me with that. I never saw fake Thorfinn pretending to be real Thorfinn coming. That caught me so extremely off guard, which was hilarious. Ilva being, you were hot-headed way back in episode couple of the first one. You were like, what? We're not paying 8 sheeps for the slave. Are you insane? No, that's like what I remember her saying, you know? Which is like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but like, come on, let Thor's do his thing, bro. So it's like, I'm not expecting you to like take Thorfinn seriously off the gate. But it's, you know, she came around. Man, it is just, you know what's crazy? When in this scene right here, where Thorfinn and his mom meeting back up, I thought back to like episode like 7 or whatever of season 1, where Thorfinn meets that woman who like lost her son, and she like, you know, Thorfinn like washes up with like an arrow in him or something, right? And she like takes him under his wing for a little bit. She takes him under her wing for a little bit. You know, combs his hair, feeds him, and the like, even protects him because like some soldiers come knocking, right? And it was really a moment of like, she was missing a son and he was missing a mother, so they both like filled each other's void in that moment, and that was really powerful, right? And then he, you know, kind of betrayed her in a sense, and then that was like, I think, a source of like horrible guilt for him. We've even seen her face show up a couple times here in season 2, right? Probably why she's so fresh in mind. I think she even showed up maybe even, I don't know, kind of recently. But I just thought back to that of like, needed a son, needed a mother. And then they kind of did the same kind of thing with other Thorfinn and Leif Erikson, where Leif Erikson needed a Thorfinn, and other Thorfinn had no parents and called Leif Erikson dad, right? And he needed parents in a sense, right? Like they were kind of filling each other's void there, which is so sweet, you know. So that really worked for me. Yeah. For Einar, freaking, for starting off this season, like, being like, who the heck is this guy? Holy crap, do I love Einar. Einar, like, low-key might be my favorite. Like, in a crazy turn of fate, I really like Einar. He's just, like, such a cool guy to be around. Like, look at him. He's like, oh, it's chilly, I'm going inside. Like, what a real one. I mean, Thorfinn I love. I love Thorfinn so much. Like, it'd be hard to rank them, but it'd be so hard to rank these characters. Holy crap. But yeah, I just love, like, Einar grew on me really quickly. I mean, you show a guy suffering and losing his family, like, I'm gonna root for him, you know? So you already got me, like, hooked there, and then it's just all about reeling me in further, which, you know, his personality easily got to do. Yeah, man, it's just peace. It's just peace and contentment. We got it. It's terribly sad how many people, like, were lost along the way, you know? But I mean, there's brighter future ahead. That's like the beautiful thing, right? But that's like the point of the Vinland. Is that it's that. Ooh, I knew they were gonna show us this golden grain field. I thought we were gonna see it in person, you know, as like we were gonna like hit the Vinland and then see it for the first time and then end. But this, I think, still complete. Like, doing it with Thor's hits different, you know, standing side by side with him, right? Not seeing him across the river, blurry, you know. Not reaching for him as you're grabbed by zombies of your past sins, you know. But standing side by side, like father and son, that hits different, bro. And he can finally see it, and that's what makes him happy. That's what causes that little smile to reach his face. Ooh, this end track? Like, oh my goodness, speak your truth. Holy crap. And now we got Thorfinn back in action. Clean cut, clean shaven. Ready to move forward into the Vinland. Oh, man, I'm curious who's going to follow him, if any. Like, anyone from Iceland? I mean, Leif Erikson, you're with us, but I don't know. Maybe one day we'll bring some of the family over, you know? Just like Thor's would have wanted, I bet, you know? Way back. She really knocked him to the stars. Dang. Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful finale. This this episode, finally getting back to Iceland hits so different. That might have been like us approaching, and that like holy shit feeling was one of the strongest like feelings I've had with this show. That hits that because I remember thinking about us going back to Iceland constantly back in season 1. You know, season 2 we were busy with other stuff, right? With so much of that, but like season 1 is like, bro, Leif Erikson, like we gotta go back, man, your family. So to finally make it here, it really was like, wow, it has been such a journey, and that was not something I was ready to feel out of nowhere like that. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode of Vinland Saga, episode 24. That season of Vinland Saga. On to the next Vinland Saga thing, next show, next anime, next whatever it is. But of course, if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, blah, blah, blah. Comment down below if you have anything to say, or join the Discord chat with other Vinland Saga fans there. Notification bell as well, socials down below in the description, blah, blah, blah. All that stupid marketing, like self-promotion nonsense. You already know how it goes. What a great show. What a great show. Beyond the Sea, man. If I ever get a tattoo, Beyond the Sea, bold lettering forehead. And that's GG. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. On to the next, whatever it is. I hope I'll be seeing you then. Peace.